Everybody's really interested to know, girls, is how everybody contributed to Peter's family. That family has suffered the greatest loss in the fire over there. So how did it feel when you brought and presented to them the gifts from here in America to help their family over there?
Well, they were very grateful because they lost a lot, and they were grateful to receive the contributions that everybody made. And I know the father was extremely grateful, hugged me a bunch, and the grandfather said he's going to build a little home in a shamba and get it prepared for the family to have something.
That's
yeah,
nice.
It was really nice. He was very excited. Put it under his coat and hid it.
That's so cool.
And it also brought us all together as a family.
Did it really?
It just wove us all together.
Awesome. So then both of you, for the first time, and you spent so many years living in the mission house over there, how did it feel when you went to that mission house and saw the burnt out place?
Speechless.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I could still feel the Lord's presence. I could still feel the love and new growth in this. I don't know how to explain it, but new growth.
Yeah, and it also speechless, devastated to see the hole in the ceiling, the blacked out walls, the windows broken, and all the sacrifice that went into building it, and what they lost. You know, the mission,
Yes.
the people that are living there, what they lost. It was very sad, very sad. It was almost like it was dry, so the land around it was like burnt and brown. It was just surreal.
But the amazing part was the chapel, how that was untouched. Even the roof was still intact. But outside of the chapel, it was all fallen in.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's something, huh?
It was what?
Yeah. So everything else was burnt, but the chapel was not burnt.
It wasn't burnt.
Isn't that
It wasn't
something?
burnt.
Isn't that amazing? Oh, God. The other thing I want to ask you is, you guys got to travel around and visit with all the people in Kenya. How does it feel, or how do you think they felt seeing your faces?
Yeah, they were very encouraged. That's one thing I know, and especially the fact that we took the trip to go, especially Mount Naruk, and we went to, had chai, and they were just so encouraged that we went to visit them and listen to their problems and listen to their woes and visit the children and Kitty and they sang, and they were just so happy to see us. Even the people that were not happy, were not sure if they want to stay in chapter or go to another church. They were, at the end, they said, "We will get my sister, I'll call her and our friends. We're going to, keep going and continue on." I said, "Yeah, that's it. Keep the faith." Right?
So you got to see the profession service over there.
Yes.
And you got to see these men and women take their vow for the Franciscan life. How do you think they looked when they were taking that vow?
They were awesome. The Lord was there. The Lord fell. You would not know whether or not it was in Kenya or at the mother house. It was just the same Spirit, the same Lord, the same blessings, and it was just, I don't know what to say. It was just so, the words can't explain.
Yeah.
It was
From everywhere. I mean, from far away they came. They still stuck to it for 5 years and got professed. They wanted that blessing, and they were just fell out in the Spirit. I mean, wow.
Well, they actually fell down.
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
God is real. He's real.
Yeah.
Shaking.
Real.
They were
Yeah.
shaking
Just
it.
amazing.
And people had to hold them up and
So
stuff.
beautiful.
Yeah, God was so good.
The Lord is so faithful,
Yes.
isn't he?
Yeah. Even the people that weren't even being professed were being blessed, as He always does.
You know, today's gospel is about the Lord telling Peter that when you were young, you went and you did what you wanted to do, but when you get older, somebody's going to clothe you and going to send you
Amen.
where He wants you to go. And kind of like the Lord has clothed you guys and has sent you to Kenya, sent you to the poor people, but now you're home. And tomorrow is going to begin your day back in the world. You're going to take off this, and you're going to put on your teacher's clothing, and you're going to put on, you're taking care of kids' clothing. How does that feel?
Well,
I want to wear my garb. I feel more comfortable in my garb than I do.
it's hard to come back to reality because the world goes on, you know,
Yeah.
and we know what happened back there. We know the poverty and the children and their needs and the life that is just, it's just so different than our lives. And and then you go back to spoiled kids and people who have so much, and you just want to say, you know, but wait, the world out there needs us.
Wow.
It's hard.
Wow.
It's hard.
So, last thing is, you know, people are going to see this who helped you do this because it's a community effort. You know,
Yes,
thank
thank
God
you.
we're a community because we couldn't do these things without a community effort. Do you have anything you want to say to your brothers and sisters who helped?
Well, I thank everyone from the bottom of my heart because I could not have gone out to the mission field without your help and your contribution, you know, with a teacher salary. Anyway, but it helped us greatly. We spent a lot because of travel. Travel is the most important and the most expensive thing we had, and we were able to do everything we needed to do. We wish we were able to stay longer and continue to travel out into. I love going out into the bush.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Going to little trot into little things. But you made it possible, and I said your name out there in Kenya, prayed for all of you, and I hope the Lord blesses you 100-fold.
Deb? Mm-hmm.
They were just, they're our family, you know, and the prayers you could feel, and they just say, everybody sends their greetings to you and their love and their prayers, and it's just amazing how we're all interwoven, you know, into a fine, unique material that the Lord only provided. So, but they are just so grateful, even if, and I want to go back. I even said to Sister Bernadette on our way pulling into Boston in the airplane, if they wanted me to go back now, I would go back. You know,
Praise God.
and yes,
Praise God.
praise the
Amen.
Lord. Thank
Okay,
you.
folks, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The missionaries
Heidi.
have returned. Thank you.
Jumbo.
Asante sana.